Well, that's new. When did she start telling us the recordings in progress? Did you all hear that? That's weird. I don't know. The camera's different. No. It's just maybe different lighting or something because it's over more. It's more warm. Yeah, I don't look like such a ghost. I'm grateful for that. Sometimes I think they put filters on these cameras and it makes me look like as white as Conti's sweater. I don't like that. So, all right, here we all are with our bodies and our minds and our breath and all of the things that can fluster our minds and our bodies and our breath, and all the tools we have to steady our minds and our bodies and our breath. And knowing that that's always a journey and always, always, always a practice. So we'll take a moment just to ground here at the beginning and feel into the parts of our body that are touching earth. And this element of earth, our root chakra, Muladhara. And the incredible gift and privilege and blessing it is to be on this land that we are on, knowing we are guests and visitors of this land. Here on Whidbey Island and in Seattle, Coast Salish people, including the Duwamish. And we always call the Duwamish to the forefront of our land acknowledgement because they are still not acknowledged by the government as a tribe. And yet, for generations, have been tending to and creating relationship with land and water, plants and animals. And we know we too can become better advocates of the land and the people who have tended to the land. And for a moment, just feeling into your own personal lineage, history, family, both blood and chosen. And that sense of belonging that is our birthright. Allowing our awareness to rise a little bit from our root to the very low belly and our womb. We are female identified. And if we are male identified, still that center of creation and creativity and sexuality, Svadhisthana chakra, which actually translates to sweetness. How willing are we to receive and give freely of our sweetness? And connection, and knowing intimacy is more than just sex. Our intimate friendships, our intimate relationships with children, with our family members, with our parents, our intimate relationships with pets, and just maybe most importantly, our intimacy with ourselves. And how that lands for you, even hearing me say those words. So a lot resides in the bowl of our pelvis. The element of water and deep emotion. And just how we connect with that little girl or little boy or little being inside of us. The one that experiences pure joy. The one not tainted from guilt and societal pressure, but that little unabashed being of love and light and connection. And from there, we'll allow our awareness to rise to the solar plexus, so just above the belly button, Manipura chakra, and the element of fire. We can think of our core values, our core worth, core integrity. In relationship with power. And as humans, we're always struggling with power over and power under, the tendency to dominate or to feel oppressed. As yogis, we seek power that's in alignment with core values. One of the core values of yoga is ahimsa, or non-harming, less harm, do less harm. So asana, or yoga postures, can be the support of the practice of yoga in our life, where we try to do less harm, have power that's uplifting to all beings, in alignment with all beings, in relationship with all beings. And that is practice. So today, as we focus on our bellies and our core, my invitation, should you choose to bring it into your practice, is to think about the asana, or the postures, as fortifying you, as supporting you to do less harm to yourself. So if anything I suggest doesn't feel right in your body, really actively choosing yourself and what feels good to you, and that sense of agency, is a way to stand in authentic power, and is a way to honor ahimsa. And then if what I'm offering feels uncomfortable, but it doesn't feel harmful, but you notice your mind creates stories, my invitation is to be with that, to let it arise and not shame yourself or project, but just to notice what stories come up for us, what narratives come up for us when we start to feel uncomfortable. That's really useful. Do we diminish ourselves? Do we feel angry? What happens? And in this way, we can focus our energy and our time together doing yoga asana to have a deeper understanding of how we behave off the mat. Because what shows up on the mat tends to show up off the mat. And palms can gather at our heart chakra now, anahata. And we'll bow our head slightly, so the upper three chakras that connect us to the God of our own understanding, to our vision and our ability to speak our truth, bows to the ultimate power at the heart, which is love, Christ consciousness, loving kindness, whatever you want to call it, that love without constraint or condition. We'll open with the sound of an Om. Please join me if it feels right to do so. Ah. right, my dears, we'll start on our backs. Now, as we come to our backs, you can draw the knees in over the belly or chest. Do a few little knee circles in one direction and then a few in the other. Just kind of feel into what the low back feels like here, what the hips feel like. And also, if you can, notice any resistance. And then we'll bring our knees slightly to the right. Draw them toward our chest. And then away from our chest. Bring them back to center on the inhale. And go slightly to the left. Toward the chest. And away from the chest. Come back to center. Knees go slightly right. Toward the chest. Away from the chest. Back to center. Knees go slightly left. Toward the chest. Away from the chest. Back to center. Let's straighten our legs as best you can. Take them over to the right. Toward the chest. Away from the chest. Back to center. Slightly to the left. Toward the chest. Away from the chest. Back to center. Slightly to the right. Toward the chest. Away from the chest. Back to center. Slightly to the left. Toward the chest. Away from the chest. And back to center. Interlace the fingers behind your head. Now, knees can be bent or legs can be straight. Curl head, neck, and shoulders up. And lower the legs toward the earth. Exhale, come back up. Inhale toward the earth. Exhale, back up. Toward the earth. Lift. Toward the earth. Then stay down and reach for your toes, low boat. Come over to the right side and up toward high boat. Back to center, over to the left and up toward high boat. Back to center, over to the right, up toward high boat. Back to center, over to the left, up toward high boat. Back to center and rest. Bend your knees and allow your feet to windshield wiper side to side. Bring your right leg up to the sky. Keep your left knee bent. And start to make small circles from your hip. And then medium circles. And large circles. Large circles the other way. Medium. Small. Cross that right knee over the left. Interlace the fingers behind the head. Curl head, neck, and shoulders up. Legs reach away from you. Knees gather in. So like eagle legs. Legs away. Knees in. Legs away. Knees in. Legs away. Knees in. Now legs stay still. Head goes halfway down. All the way up. Halfway down. Lift. Halfway down. all the way up, halfway down, lift, and then lengthen and gather and lengthen everything and gather it all up, legs and head down. Gather it all together. One more. Gather, release your head, keep your legs how they are, and both legs go over to the left. And slowly come back to center. Right foot is on the floor, right knee is bent, left leg goes to the sky. Small circles with the left leg. Medium. Large. Large the other direction. Medium. Small. Cross the left leg over the right like eagle. Legs, interlace the fingers behind your head, lift your legs, curl head, neck, and shoulders up. Head stays still, legs reach away. Legs come in, legs away, legs in, legs away, legs in, legs away. Legs in, stay still, head halfway down, all the way up, halfway down, lift, halfway down, all the way up, halfway down, lift. Now all of it, lengthen, and gather together, lengthen out, and gather up, lengthen out, gather up. One more. Head comes down, legs stay crossed and go all the way over to the right in a twist. Come back to center, happy baby pose. So feel free to grab your ankles, feet, or behind the knees. And then turn your feet parallel and then turn them out. Parallel and out. And just notice, what is the easier way for your hips to be? Or not easier, but more easeful rather. And keep them that way. Release your feet, but keep your legs. Knees are really bent. Interlace the fingers behind your head. Inhale here. Elbows and knees toward each other. Inhale, lengthen out so legs can move away. Gather it all together. Inhale, lengthen out. Gather together. So we're just going to keep doing this for a while. Notice as you bring your knees and elbows toward each other, you can squeeze the pelvic floor, mula bandha or root lock. A way of really containing some energy, keeping it there in the bowl of the pelvis, the solar plexus. Do 10 more. Last one, hold. Relax your jaw. Keep your legs how they are, reach for your toes. Bring your head down, happy baby. Bring the soles of the feet together. Interlace your fingers around the pinky toe edge sides of the feet if you can, or grab your ankles or shins. Stay a couple breaths here. Then release your hands, look at your feet, try to keep the soles of the feet together, interlace the fingers behind your head, curl head, neck, and shoulders up, and then sort of like a frog, we're gonna straighten our legs out, keeping the feet together, and then draw the knees back in. Straighten the legs out, and draw the heels back in. Straighten out, gather in. Straighten out, gather in. 10 more. Last 2. And then head down, gather the feet again. Release and come over, hands and knees, hands and knees. From hands and knees. Kick your right heel up. Inhale. Draw the knee toward your belly, chest or nose. Kick the heel up. Take the knee toward your right arm. Kick the heel up. Take it toward your left arm. Kick the leg up. Keep it up. Straighten the leg out. And then draw your chest and chin and third eye toward the floor, a push up. All the way down. All the way up. 3, 2, 1. Keep that leg up. Tuck your left toes under. 3-legged dog. Right leg goes high. Draw the knee in toward your belly, chest or nose. Lift. Right knee toward right arm. Lift. Right knee toward left arm. Lift. Step that foot forward between your hands. Left knee goes down. Low lunge. Grab hold of your left wrist and lean to the right. Or feel free just to rest your right hand on the thigh. And that left hand can grab the right side of the head. Tuck your tail slightly, send your hips forward. Breathe into the low belly here. Notice how you can exhale and kind of draw the groin up. Come back to center. Twist high, left arm in front, or left wrist, or forearm or even elbow outside the right knee. Keep your back knee down or tuck your toes under and lift it up. Notice your breath. Where is it moving? Back to center, you'll be in crescent lunge or low lunge, your choice. Big inhale here. Exhale, plank, knees could be down. Shift your weight forward, lower halfway down, chaturanga. All the way to the floor, cobra pose. Child's pose. Table. Left heel kicks up, inhale. Draw the knee towards your belly, chest, or nose, exhale. Kick, inhale. Left arm, exhale. Kick. Right arm. Kick. Straighten the leg out. And then these little push-ups, bringing your third eye to the mat. All the way down, all the way up. All the way down, up. 3, 2, 1. Keep the leg up, tuck your right toes under, three-legged dog. Left leg is to the sky. Knee goes in toward belly, chest, or nose. Lift. Left arm. Lift. Right arm. Lift. Step the foot forward. Right knee goes down, low lunge. Grab your right wrist and lean left. Or place your left hand on your left thigh. Let your right hand hold the left side of your head. Slightly tuck the tail, feel your groin kind of lift. And then hips move forward slightly. Breathe into the low belly. And come back to center and twist high, right arm in front where you might stay. Or place your right wrist, forearm, or even elbow outside the left knee, keeping the right knee down or lifting it up. Notice your breath. Come back to center. You're either in low lunge or crescent lunge, knee down or up. Inhale. Plank. Knees down or up. Shift forward, lower halfway down. Cobra or up dog, big inhale. Downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Walk or hop to the top. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Rise on up. Mountain pose. Surya Namaskara A. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Cobra or up dog. Downward facing dog. Walk or hop to your hands. Halfway lift. Fold forward, exhale. Rise up, inhale. Mountain pose. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Cobra or up dog, inhale. Downward facing dog. Walk or hop to your hands. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Rise up, inhale. Mountain pose. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Walk or hop forward. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, mountain. One more. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Walk or hop lightly to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Mountain pose. Surya Namaskara B, chair pose. Fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Right foot steps forward. Back heel is down. Warrior one. Inhale here. Chaturanga, exhale. Cobra or up dog, inhale. Down dog. Left foot steps forward. Back heel down. Warrior one. Inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Cobra or up dog. Downward facing dog. Walk or hop to the top. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Utkatasana, chair pose, inhale. Stand up mountain. Utkatasana, chair pose. Uttanasana, fold forward. Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Chaturanga Dandasana. Bhujangasana or Urdhva Mukha. Back to down dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Right foot forward, warrior one, Virabhadrasana. Breathe in. Chaturanga, breathe out. Cobra or up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Left foot, Virabhadrasana. Inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Cobra or up dog. Down dog or rest a different way. Walk or hop to the top. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Chair pose. Stand up mountain. This time adding a twist. Chair pose. Palms to the heart. Twist to the right. Now your left elbow might go inside your knees or to the outside of the right knee, or it might be your wrists. And we're going to keep looking down. We're going to lift that left foot up and step that left foot back. Twisted crescent lunge. Now remember, you can have your wrists or your forearms or your elbow outside that knee, your choice. And deep breath in. Exhale, step forward back into twisted chair. Inhale, halfway lift, release your hands. Exhale, fold forward. Chair pose, inhale. Palms to the heart. Twist to the left. You could have your right wrist, forearm or elbow outside that left knee, or your elbow could be inside your knees. We're going to put weight in that left foot. Lift our right foot up and step it back. Twisted lunge. Deep breath in. Exhale, twisted chair, step forward. Release your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bow again. Chair pose. Stand up mountain. Deep breath in together. Long breath out. Same, but moving on. Chair pose. Twist to the right. Lift your left knee up and step it back. And twisted lunge. Inhale here. Step back, twisted chair. That be louder. Stomp. Chair pose. Sorry, y'all. Fold forward. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. Downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Walk or hop to the top. Halfway lift. Fold forward. Chair pose. Stand up. Chair pose. Twist to the left. Lift your right foot up. Step it back. Twisted lunge. Deep breath in. Step it forward, twisted chair. Halfway lift. Fold forward. Look forward. Chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. Down dog or rest a different way. Walk or hop forward. Halfway lift. Fold again. Chair pose. Stand up mountain. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Lift your right knee up. And either stay with the leg bent or straighten the leg. We're going to twist. So the left hand will grab the outer thigh or outer foot and we'll twist. Come back to center, lift your arms up. Fly the leg back, airplane. And then open half moon. Really rotating that left hip. Maybe your left hand goes to a block or maybe it's suspended. You could bend the top knee, reach back with one or both hands. Sugar cane. And then slowly bring both hands toward the earth or blocks. Level your hips. Left arm lifts revolved half moon. You could stay here or bend that right knee and reach back with your left hand for the right foot. And then place that foot down, not too far away, kind of like pyramid. Heel to heel or a little wider, halfway lift. And then just bow. Bring your weight into your heels. Now, really root through the back heel and pinky toe edge side of the foot. The front ball of the foot. Lengthen your torso. Kind of stick your booty up, sort of like cow pose. Draw your ribs in. Revolved triangle, left arm lifts. Draw your left hip back. Frame that front foot and bow, weight in your heels. Look forward, step forward and fold. Rise all the way up. Mountain pose. Lift your left knee up. Take your right hand to the outer left knee, or you could straighten the leg and reach hold of the pinky toe edge side of the foot. Left arm behind, twist. Back to center, arms lift, leg lifts, airplane. Opening to half moon. So we're going to revolve open. That right hip comes in towards center, left arm up. You might stay, or you could bend the top knee and reach back with one or both hands. Both hands come to the floor blocks. Level your hips. Keep lifting through that left leg. Right arm up, revolved half moon. Or you could bend that left knee, reach back with your right hand for the left foot. Revolved sugar cane. And then bring the foot down, heel to heel alignment or a little wider. Weight goes back into your heels, bow. Hands maybe to blocks. Lengthen out your spine. Cow shape the back. Draw the right hip back as you place weight in your right ball of the foot. And the left pinky toe edge side of the foot. Strengthen both legs. Revolve triangle, right arm lifts. Frame that front foot and bow. Forehead toward the shin. Look forward, inhale. Step forward and fold. Heel toe your feet wide. Toes out, heels in. Squat. This can be an active squat or a more passive. You choose. What is your body allowing today? Squeeze and lift the pelvic floor. Bring your weight to your heels the best you can and the pinky toe edge sides of the feet the best you can. Breathe in. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Feet are parallel and maybe as wide as the mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Cobra or up dog. Downward facing dog, right leg lifts. Draw the knee forward, pigeon pose. Inching your weight back as best you can, look to the right. You might place a block or bolster or a rolled up blanket under your right hip. Draw the heart forward. Flex the right foot and see if you can lift the right heel, that front heel, and push into the pinky toe edge side of the ball of the foot. Notice what happens. Can you tuck your left toes under the back foot? Inch the left knee back a tiny bit. And then untuck the toes and let go of the front foot as well and bow. Second chakra, Svadhisthana, the element of water, that connection to intimacy and sweetness, resides in the hips. And the shadow of this chakra is guilt. And sometimes I find guilt can kind of hang out in our tissues. And so sometimes the best thing we can do is allow ourselves to move a tiny bit here, maybe a very subtle rocking, and just be with our breath. And notice if our body wants us to get out of the pose, we move. If our mind is unsettled, maybe we just breathe and move less. We're going to slowly switch sides in a way that feels useful for you to switch sides. And as we come to the left side, we'll take the time to kind of inch our way back, maybe placing a bolster under the left hip, even if we didn't do it on the right. We're different from side to side. We might move a little, sway our hips a little side to side. We might look left. Might lift that right or the front heel, the left heel, and push into the pinky toe edge side of the left foot as the right toes tuck under and inch that knee back. And then undo both feet, let them be. You might pull the heart forward and bow the head down and breathe and just notice what arises on this side for you. Something I've been more and more curious about as my yoga practice has changed over the years is, am I not feeling much in my left hip because I'm dissociating and I'm out of my body? Or am I seeking a really strong sensation? Could I be with what sensation is here? What is sensation? Does that have to mean tenderness or tightness? Right now, I'm feeling a sensation of like blood pulsing in my left leg. Could that sensation be curious enough to keep my attention? And when you're ready, you're going to come out of pigeon in a way that feels useful to you. We're going to meet on our backs. We might shake our legs out a little bit. And then my invitation is to set yourself up for a restorative fish. So that might mean a block underneath your shoulder blades, or a book if you don't have a block, or a pillow if you don't have any of those things handy. And you might have something under your head so that it's less of a neck bend and more support for the chest to subtly open. And you might make yourself warm. So any prop that allows your shoulder blades to feel supported. Your arms can be in a cactus or a T shape, or down at your sides or up over your head. Whatever feels useful. Your knees can be bent or your legs can be straight, or the soles of the feet could be together and the knees open. If you choose that one, you could prop pillows under your outer thighs. So you can imagine, as humans, we spend a lot of time in our lower three chakras, our sense of security and connection, our knowledge of intimacy and sexuality and creativity, and our relationship to power over, power under, or power that creates less harm. The upper three chakras at the throat, third eye, and crown are really our connection to the God of our own understanding and how we speak our truth, how we listen to intuition as well as to, that voice of God, the divine, whatever you think of. But here at Anahata is the bridge between that divine understanding and our real life in this 3D realm. And so Anahata chakra, feeling as though we receive support or that someone has our back, can really allow us to be vulnerable enough to not be closed off to life and new experience and love in all its many forms. So you can change yourself out of this pose and into Shavasana at any time. Otherwise, I'm going to allow us to end here today and just feel, what does it feel like to have support at your back and open your heart, open to your experience, open to love, open to vulnerability. And we'll just be in either this pose or Shavasana in some silence for the next few moments. And within the next few moments, we'll make our way to one side. Doesn't matter which one, but maybe in kind of a little fetal position, especially if you've been on the block. It's just a kind of a opposite, more hugging in, returning that energy right back to the heart, the ability to keep things close and just for you. And then eventually to a seated pose. Palms might join at your heart in a shape that feels important to you right now. May this asana practice help to fortify us for the true practice of yoga, which is to create less harm in the world and to really be accountable when our actions do create even unintentional harm. Yeah, and maybe especially unintentional harm. Fortifying us so that we tend to the impact of our thoughts, words, actions, and deeds. And in that small way, we create just a little more peace in our world, which extends to the world at large. In that spirit of peace, we say, Shanti, Shalom, Salam, Amani, Maluhia, Irini, Shiakan, Jam, Pache, Paz. In the spirit of our collective healing and liberation, we say, Ashe, Amin, Amen, blessed be, Kapu Aloha, In Lakach, Satnam, Namaste, Mitakuye Black Lives Matter. Thanks, loves.